I'm sharing my screen. I'm sharing on the screen. According to the 90 min, I don't know if you guys could see what I'm sharing. Currently, the Chelsea squad for 2024-2025 season. I know some would leave, definitely. Some would leave. Some will be sent on loan. But if you look at each department, in the goalkeeping department, you have 7 goalkeepers. In the defense, like looking at the left wing, you could see Chilwell, Cucurella, and Wiley. I don't know if I pronounce his name more. But looking at that department of the defense, you could count more than 10 players. And also going to the midfield, you have Enzo, Dewsbury, All, Caicedo, Chukwuemeka, Anjorin, Ugochukwu, and the likes. Close to 10 players in there. And if you look at up front, you have more than 10. So I feel now we're going to add Neto into the mix because Neto, we heard it here, we go from Fabrizio earlier today, that Neto will be joining Chelsea. So this is this going to be a problem for
Omorodion, the Atletico manager, Atletico striker
as well. Thank you for that. And also possibly Osimhen, because we had Chelsea was also in for Osimhen. So is this going to be a problem for Enzo Maresca, given the fact that he didn't have to deal with this voluminous amount of squad players in a squad while at Leicester City, even while he was part of Pep's coaching crew? Manchester City didn't boast of this kind of squad. And is this, I want to coin this question very well for you guys. Is this going to be a problem for Enzo Maresca going into the season? Because how would he have to satisfy all those players, looking at the amount they are per department? Will Enzo sit? Enzo has been tagged over 100 million pounds player. Caicedo in that range as well. Jackson, he did well last season, coming from Sevilla. He would want to improve on what he has done already. I know Morodion coming in. There is a GUI there already, and there's possibly Unsime that might come into the mix. Now, look at the left wing, or look at the right wing. You have Palmer, Madueke, Neto is there. Look at on the right wing. Look at on the left wing. You have Sterling, Modric. Is this a problem for Maresca, guys?
Well, in my opinion, it's a good problem for him. If you ask me, it's a very beautiful problem for him. But I know Chelsea definitely will let at least 10 of those players go out alone. These numbers you are seeing is just the squad numbers. Sure you get. So I know a lot of them will go out. So many of them are going out on loan. And some will be sold. Because as it stands, Maresca had...
Some will be sold. He has played for... These are some players that were just bought. They were just signed, rather. Why would you want to sell players that you just signed?
For instance, the goalkeeper we brought in last season, either he goes on loan this season to be sold because he would eventually leave. Petrovic would leave. Chalobah would be sold. There are so many names there that will be sold. Anjorin will be sold. Eventually, either from a loan. Anjorin would eventually...
Despite even though I don't want him to go.
Gallagher is not. He's no longer in that list. He's no longer in that list. But eventually, he will be sold. So
I can't even see Gallagher in this. I can't see Gallagher in this.
No, he's not. He's not there. He's not there. He's not on that.
I can't see Gallagher. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't see him.
He's not on that list. So, well, in my opinion, if you ask me, I think the team will be streamlined to the first 26 players eventually. And for Maresca, it's going to be a very good problem for him. When I mean good problem, you can't have this amount of talent and eventually not know what to do with them if you are, well, in the class of manager that Bluco is tipping you to be in. I don't know. So, because I remember Guardiola talking, I think his first 2 seasons when he came into the Premier League. The question he asked Ancelotti. No, he said he asked Jurgen Klopp, and Klopp told him that with this amount of players you have, why don't you make do with have your first 15 players your first 15 go-to guys that you know when you call them, wake them up from sleep, they're ready to deliver for you. So I think Maresca has a very good problem. He should start thinking 18 players instead of 15 players. That is 15, 18 players who are going to climb mountains and cross rivers and seas for him. So that is, in my opinion, it's a very good one for him. He has good numbers in the squad. My own is he should just bring out the best in these players. That's my take on that.
TJ, your take.
Yeah, so left alone to me, I side with Chiman. He has a very good problem. So he should select what they've given you. He has had decisions in some of the players he's bringing in some of the transfers that are coming in. So it's something that he should be able to like sit down, think about who are those go-to guys for him. Those guys that can deliver the results, that can give you the name that you are looking for, also the success and the achievements you're looking for. Get those guys and stick with them. And those that could improve or that can improve also to step up, they step up.
For me, I know, like, I echo Chimamaka's thoughts also. It's a good problem, especially that midfield department. The midfield department. The worry there is having Enzo, Caicedo, Lavia, Dewsbury all having to make all those players happy. Lavia, hopefully this
We have a
season
lot of
wouldn't
games. They will
would go
rotate,
on.
but Lavia should be a starter for me.
Yep. So doesn't that affect the balance of? So imagine now this is where the problem would come, or possibly the problem will come, because I know I'm not a Chelsea fan, but looking at it, looking at how he has played in the preseason, this could affect Enzo Fernandez
I really don't care.
because definitely he would.
I love your response, bro.
So does that not put pressure? Does that not put pressure on Enzo Maresca benching or banning a player over £100 million?
Well,
So
I don't think
that brings the
I don't think
critic, that brings the naysayer. No, because you would now give naysayers the fuel and the energy to criticize Todd and Clear Lake and Blue Co, whoever the guys at the back end, springing, signing, vetting these players. Because why would you bring a player in that you spent over 100 million and you're bringing in a new manager to come and bench that player because you signed a Dewsbury all that is not even up to half of what you bought Enzo? Caicedo as well, possibly. His legs are shaky because
your
if
question. I would answer it with Jesus' joy in my soul. Now,
yeah, because this is going to be sincere, this is going to give critics, the people who has always been criticizing Chelsea, saying you guys spent over £1 billion across 2 seasons. And remember, players have been bought as well this season. If we factor in the Omorodion, if we factor in the Dewsbury all, if we factor in all the other players that have been signed, factor in the money spent to bring in Gui, the money spent to bring in Omorodion, and also potentially Osimhen, that's going close to 2 billion across 3 windows. Critics will come. And if Enzo Maresca do not achieve the result, social media will go agog. Let me give you the chance to talk, Chimamaka. I don't know, is Chimamaka frozen? TJ, can you hear me? I think we lost Chimamaka.
No, I'm not lost. I'm back.
Yeah, I think. Okay. I think we thought we lost you.
I'm here. So, your question. Well, in trying to reiterate what
just to round off, because we're trying to round off this episode.
TJ said he does not care, but bro, in this case, like I said earlier, it's a beautiful problem. Now, if you watch the preseason in our midfield, the exceptional player in the midfield has been Lavia, and we missed him all through last season because we know what that boy brings to a team. Now, Lavia is going to cause problems for Caicedo. It's going to cause problems for Enzo Fernandez. And even Dewsbury Hall, who came in as a Maresca player, might also get a problem. So now it's a
Yep.
good competition for that part of the midfield. It's a very beautiful competition for that part of the midfield. Now, I was listening to Maresca talk about Jackson. That's our striker for last season, playing on the wing. It means he has ideas wherein that guy will feature. And if you are bringing in three strikers, or he has brought in two, if you are bringing in three strikers for this new season, it means he has ideas of what he wants to play. So, me as a Chelsea fan, my job is to sit back, relax, and enjoy the beautiful problem that Maresca has. So it's on him now to get the job done. There's no room for excuses because first you have a flooded midfield. There's no room for excuses for goals because you needed strikers. You've gotten an informed Nkuku. You have a Jackson who scored over 10 goals last season. You've brought in a Samu Moridion who is also a young striker, and you're also thinking of bringing an Osimhen. So you literally have no excuse bringing in goals. Now on the wings, you have three good players on the right, three players on the left. The only problem I feel Chelsea will have this season is in the defense. So Enzo has one of the most amazing problems in EPL this season. So you should sit back, relax, and make Chelsea fans enjoy the ride. Let him carry on. He should do wonderfully well with the team he has. He has no excuse. They've given him everything he wants, so there's no excuse. He should do wonders.
Wow.
That's me.
Because really, if the results are not panning out, if the results are not good enough, you should know the social media, the streets will be ready to feast on Chelsea, feast on anything. And I feel, like I said, it's a good problem, and we hope to see, because the season is upon us. 7 days from now, the EPL begins, and we'd like to see a tasty game between Chelsea and Manchester City at the Stamford Bridge. Last season, it gave us an 8-goal thriller. I don't know if we'll be able to see that same repeat itself this season, and we'll be having a match reaction. Please look out, just look out on our fan channel, look out on our football channel. We'll be having a match reaction for that match on the 18th of August, the match between Chelsea and Man City. We'll have a match reaction for it. And also tomorrow we'll be having a match reaction for the Charity Shield. Tomorrow is the Charity Shield between Manchester United and Manchester City, which is the season opener, the cotton raiser for the season. And we'll be bringing Manchester United fans on board to come and talk and react. Hopefully, we'll get a Manchester City fan as well. And also, he's open to other fans as well. I know Chimamaka will be available tomorrow. I don't know if TJ also will be available, but there'll be Manchester United fans that will be joining us. We'll dissect the match, Charity Shield, and it's like a glorified friendly, but it also gives us a sneak peek into what Manchester United will be like going into the season, despite them also rebuilding and restructuring. Man City has been quiet in the transfer market, so we'll also see.